Hi everybody, Ellie here with ABC Bead Supply, and I'm here today with a tutorial for you on our newest ready to ship Valentine themed DIY project kits over at ABC Bead Supply. We have 3 beadable pen kits available for you, and then we have taken the same silicone focal beads that are on each of the pens, and we've also made alternative design ideas and kits for each of them as well. So we've got a keychain, we've got a silicone beverage cup charm, and we've got a rear view mirror car charm. So in this video, I'm just going to walk you through how to assemble each of these project kits. All of the kits are available on our website at abcbeadsupply.com. We also have a blog post up on our website that has photos of each of these projects so that you can follow along to duplicate the pattern and the order of the beads once you receive your kit in the mail. So it's just easier for you to copy rather than having to continually pause this video. So let's show you. All of the pens are assembled the same way. Each of the kits are going to look like this. They come with holographic pen bags in the kit. So I'm just going to show you how to assemble one of them, and then they're all going to be assembled the same way, just using different beads, different pens, and a different pattern. So we'll start off with this angel heart pen, a little heart with angel wings, and we are using the red ombre beadable pen for this one, and this is one of my favorite. I really love the ombre pens. I think they're really gorgeous, and the red and the pink are both 2 of my top picks for Valentine's Day. So you're going to unscrew the rod from the base of the pen, and we're going to just put on our 8mm antique white bead first, and then we've got the angel heart silicone focal bead. We've got a pure white silicone lentil bead, a red illusion 12mm acrylic bead, 15mm pure white silicone, and a red abacus silicone bead. Once you have all of the beads on the rod, you're just going to take your fingers and pull up to expose the full screw portion, the screw rungs on the bottom of the rod. I like to recommend putting a dab of E6000 glue right on those screws prior to screwing it into the pen base. That way you've got a permanent bond, permanent hold, and you don't have to worry about things coming unscrewed or undone when they're being used. Since the pens twist to release the ink, you do just want to make sure that you don't accidentally untwist the beads themselves and have them fall off. All of the pens are refillable too. We do have refills available on our website at abcbeadsupply.com. and our beadable pen listing. You'll find red, blue, and black ink refills. They all come loaded with black already in them, and the kits do as well. So that's the first pen project, and then again, these will all be assembled the same way. They're just using different beads, so I won't demonstrate all 3 of them. The next project that I'll show you is the silicone beverage cup charm. These, if you take the handle of your cup and you just untwist the silicone key ring right like that, you can wrap this silicone beaded chain, not chain, cable, other C one, and twist that on, and you've got the silicone charm linked right to your handle. The silicone beads are food grade. They are waterproof. You don't have to worry about any damage if anything spills on them with being near your cup. If you are putting iced coffee, cream, sugar, anything sticky in it, it's all going to be just fine. If something spills, you can rinse it under some warm water and let it air dry. So you're going to take the cable and you're going to move this rotating cable piece over to the end that does not have a screw rung on it, and then you're going to bead your beads over the screw run. The silicone beads, even though the holes look small, they expand to the size of what they're being beaded onto, and then they close back up. So you don't have to worry about them falling back off once you put them on because they shrink back up but they fit over easily. So it's kind of a nice benefit of silicone beads. You definitely only are gonna wanna use silicone beads, can use silicone beads with this. This isn't a project that's going to work with acrylic beads, just from the nature of it, how they're beaded on, how those holes work and interact. The acrylic doesn't have the same malleability. So all silicone beads for these projects. If you want to tuck a couple spacer beads in between, I know some people like to do that. You can feel free, but just keep in mind that you could have tarnish problems. If you do end up washing these, if you do all silicone, you've got a little bit more wiggle room, a little bit more safety, long-term longevity with them, for not having to worry about anything happening to that metal when it gets wet. So we're just adding all of the silicone beads, and again, there's photos of these projects over on our website at abcbeadsupply.com, so you can follow along with the bead pattern to get all of your beads on there. And then once they're on, you could pull them back off, but they're not going to just fall off on their own due to the holes shrinking back around that cable to the original size. So there's the silicone beverage cup charm. We have a rear view mirror car charm project for you next, and here is what that kit looks like. This is a combination of acrylic, silicone, we got tassels, clasps, nylon cord, a little bit of everything. So you're going to start with your satin nylon cord. We're starting with a 24-inch piece, putting on the white tassel, and then we're going to hold those two ends of cord together to string on the red and white striped 20mm bead. To put the silicone beads on, I highly recommend using a loop turner. It makes things so easy. You'll just put the loop turner in the first part of that silicone jumbo ring. Then we've got a 12mm pure white silicone bead, a pickup truck focal bead, 15mm red, and then a pure white abacus as the last one. And then we'll go through the last hole on the silicone ring so that all of the silicone beads are on there. And then you take the satin cord and loop the tails around and pull all of those beads on, and they are magically strung on to that cord for you. And we do have these loop turners available on our website at abcbeadsupply.com. They are absolutely my most used tool besides standard needle nose pliers. And we're just going to do a little overhand knot at the top to prevent those beads from falling or shifting. Keep everything in place, and then we will put both ends of the breakaway clasps on either side of these satin cord pieces. And by using breakaway clasps, this allows you to be able to open and close your charm around your rear view mirror, since the middle portion of that rear view mirror is stuck in place. It allows you to get around that. Length of the cord is going to be personal preference, and it could be a little bit dependent on your car size and setup. I think 6 inches works pretty nicely, so I'm going to find the 6-inch mark to tie my knot at on a ruler. We're going to do a double knot, and then to do the second knot, I just hold in the exact same place that the first knot was. That way, if I was off in my measuring at all, it doesn't matter. I know that they're going to be even on both sides. Do a double knot on those two. It's important that you double knot these because the holes in the breakaway clasps are going to be a little too small for a single knot, and they could fall right back through. So you want to double knot these, and there is your next project. So that's the rear view mirror car charm. Again, these are all Valentine's themed projects available on our website at abcbeadsupply.com. All of these kits have everything that you need to duplicate each of the project ideas. It really takes the guesswork out of the design process. Last but not least, we have a Beadable Keychain, and we are going to open that up. And just like the Beadable pens, you're going to just unscrew the bottom and add your beads. So we've got a pure white 12mm. We've got a angel heart silicone focal bead, pure white 15mm silicone, a candy apple red faceted acrylic, a white lentil, and a red abacus. Now it's going to look like there's not room for all of these beads on this keychain because, oops, there's no space. That's okay, because you're working with silicone. You're just going to take all of this and pull up on it to expose the full screw. Add a dab of E6000 on that screw, just like the beadable pen, just to ensure that when you put this final bail on, it's not going to come undone, especially with a keychain. If it's going in and out of your purse, in and out of your pockets, a lot of movement and motion is happening on these, and so that glue is really important to make sure that the beads don't inadvertently come undone. The screw doesn't inadvertently come undone and the beads fall off. So we've got all of the beads on, and once you let go from pulling them back, they're going to fill that rod nicely. And then the last step is going to be just to attach this open heart red charm. And we're going to just take the last link on the keychain and some pliers. And we're going to open that up. This link is actually was on here a little wonky, so we're going to straighten that out as it is. And then you're just going to attach that keychain, the charm to the keychain. We're going to just put that on the final link, close it back up, and there you have it. So that is the Valentine Keychain project. So we've got the Valentine Keychain, we've got the Rearview mirror card charm, we've got the Silicone Beverage Cup Charm, and then we have pen options for all three of the focal bead designs as well that have been featured on these projects. And again, you can find all of these kits over at abcbeadsupply.com.